So I'm starting this video a little into it, but I'm doing the wide body on the back of the car. I do already have it on the front. I did have wheels, but I just sold them yesterday, and I picked up some new wheels that I'm gonna throw on today once I finish the wide body. I'm not really gonna do a tutorial because there's a lot of them on how to do the V1 kit. I went with the V1 because it was super cheap, and it's just easy enough to do and be happy with, you know, with a wide set of wheels. I put the rear piece of the flare on first, then measured, you know, how much is shown. Then I put the bigger piece on and also measured how much was shown, just, you know, finger and some Sharpie. And I went right above to where the curve actually happens for the quarter panel. Just be this right here. This whole curve right here that comes down, I cut all that out. So I cut right on this line. Plotted this. I'm gonna bend all of these up and weld them to the corner, and then I'm gonna seal it up after that, and then I'm gonna cut off the liner pieces that are left hanging. But yeah, not upset. This is a Ikon Motorsports like fake Rocket Bunny flare kit that I got on eBay that I painted. I painted it pretty much the same process I paint all my stuff. It's really wet, so it looks glossy, but it is glossy. I mean, I painted the whole car with cans and clear coat, so I'm not upset at all. And I will take more videos once I get, you know, thicker tires and spacers and stuff, just to get the fitment where I want it, but I'm pretty happy with how it is right now. So that's the inside that I cut and welded. So I'm going to seal that with Bondo. Just gonna make sure, you know, water doesn't really get in there. I know it's raining now, but I'm gonna try to avoid driving it for now. But it does look pretty good. But I took off the rear flare, and this is my weld job. It's a fucking flux core welder, nothing special. I literally just tacked all across the cuts that I bent up just so they hold. And now I can fill these gaps with a Bondo filler and clean it up, and honestly probably put enough that I can square this off and sand it so it looks straight and not like a you know, boofed up, cut up piece of shit. And I will spray it, you know, so I don't get any rust. So yeah, that's what I'm using today. I'm gonna use this stuff, high bond filler. I'm not a bodywork guy at all, but I'm pretty sure that'll work. And I will film the end result. I just dried this off, so I'm just gonna go straight over that after I mix up the Bondo. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side, and I'll be all set. Just to kind of fill those cracks that were under, so at least all of those are filled up now. Later on, I'm gonna go right above and seal the top portion as well. I'm just gonna let that set and dry. And right now, I am doing the passenger side, which actually is a little cleaner than the other side. Like I said, I cut straight up here, made an arc right over, and then the inner liner that I left, I slit and then bent up, and I welded it right to the top here just so I can fill this gap with at least some metal. And now, once again, I'm gonna go take the Bondo and go right over these slits that are here, just so no water gets up in there. And I'll cover the top after I do the bottom portion like I'm gonna do the other side. Alright, I never fucked with Bondo before, like at all. I don't even know if I got the right shit, but it seems like it's sealing up. Like it caked on pretty good. All the cracks are filled except for, you know, a few little ones that I'm gonna go over once this dries a little more. And I'm gonna get, like, to be honest, I'm gonna get fucking Flex Seal, and I'm gonna seal right over everything just to make sure it's sealed up. Same with this side. This side didn't cake on as much. I'm gonna put a little bit more in a second, but I'm gonna cake more on there. Then I'm gonna let it dry, probably put the flares back on, and then tomorrow I'll probably go over it with Flex Seal and just make sure everything's nice and sealed up in there. Yeah, I also ordered some spacers to kick these out a little bit more. And honestly, the back, I'm on 11.5s in the back, and I feel like if I just ran camber, this would have been the perfect stretch. But I'm not really into that whole camber look. I just wanted a nice functional back setup with cambered front. That's just the look I'm into, so that's what I'm doing. I went above where I said I was gonna go, and I just went and sealed up all the cracks I could see with my eye. Did it on both sides. And yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry up. I'm gonna put the wide body right on top of it. And it should be dried in like an hour or so. Good enough that water won't get in there. So yeah, not upset. I'll update later once I, get the spacers that I want and clean up these wheels a lot because they do need some love. They've been sitting for a while. But yeah, I'll update as soon as I do all that. All right, I sealed the backs. This is how it sits. The back isn't aired down all the way just because I have the Bondo and I don't want it to stick to the tire and then rip off when I move. But that's how she sits right now with the new wheels and the flares on the back. At some point I'm gonna figure out if I want to tuck the flare under my side skirt or, leave it how it is. But for now, I'm not upset about how she's sitting. Definitely gonna throw a spacer on this back wheel, or on both back wheels, and possibly a couple of sizes bigger on the tire. All right.